Jai Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So you're all welcome to today's Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is class. Today we are reading from the Bhagavad Gita chapter number 3 titled Karma Yoga. We are reading from verse number 13. The title of chapter 3 of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita is Karma Yoga. So the verse is written on the notice board. So try and repeat after me. Don't forget, the verses of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita are slokas spoken by the Supreme Lord Himself. These slokas, these verses were spoken by the Supreme Lord Himself. So repeating this after me is very auspicious. So try as much as possible to follow. Jagya Sister Sina. Santo. Jagya Sister Sina Santo. Muchante. Pachanti Atmakaranat Jagya Sister Sina Santo Moshante Sarvakirvisha Bunjate Tu Agam Papa Ye Pachanti Atmakaranat Jagya Sister Sina Santo Moshante Sarvakirvisha Bojante Tetu Agam Papa Ye Pachanti Atmakarana. Please repeat. Jagya Sister Sina Santo Moshante Sarvakirvisha Bojante Tetu Agam Papa Ye Pachanti Atmakarana Moshante Sarvakirvisha Bojante Tetu Agam Papa Ye Pachanti Atmakarana. Because they eat food which is offered first for sacrifice. Others who prepare food for personal sense enjoyment verily eat only sin. Please repeat responsibly. The devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sins. Because they eat food which is offered first for sacrifice. Others who prepare food for personal sense enjoyment verily eat only sin. Sri Prabhupada's purpose. Sri Prabhupada writes, the devotees of the Supreme Lord, or the persons who are in Krishna consciousness, are called santas, and they are always in love with the Lord, as it is described in the Brahma Samhita 5:38. Jnana Churita Bhakti Vilochanina Santa Sadeva Vilishu Vilokayanti. The Shantas, being always in a compact of love with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Govinda, the giver of all pleasures, or Mukunda, the giver of liberation, or Krishna, the all-attractive person, cannot accept anything without first offering it to the Supreme Person. Therefore, such devotees always perform jagyas in different modes of devotional service, such as Shravanam, Ketanam, Smaranam, Archanam. That's Srimad Bhagavatam 27, chapter 5, and then verse number 23. And these performances of jagyas keep them always aloof from all kinds of contamination of sinful association in the material world. Others who prepare food for self or sense gratification are not only thieves, but also the eaters of all kinds of sins. How can a person be happy if he is both a thief and sinful? It is not possible. Therefore, in order for people to become happy in all respects, they must be taught to perform the easy process of Sankirtan Jagya in full Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, there can be no peace or happiness in the world. Hare Krishna. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jana Jana Salakaya Chakshu Amalitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutare Shri Mate Kavichandra Swamini Tinamini. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutare Shri Mate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Tinamini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Guruvani Pracharini Devasesa Sunyabadi Vasatya Nisatarini. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Kusari Guru Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jagya Sista Sina Santo Moshante Sarvakke Vishaha Bojante Tu Adam Papa Ye Pachanti Atma Karanat. The devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sins because they eat food which is offered first for sacrifice. Others who prepare food for personal sense enjoyment verily eat only sin. Once again, you're all welcome to today's Srimad Bhagavad Gita class. We are very happy to see all of you in the temple today and all the other audience watching us from the social media. We are very grateful for your participation, and we hope that before we finish this class, you will have something to gain. So for the past few months, I have been listening to the Srimad Bhagavad Gita audios, and it's so refreshing, so relishing. So when I was told by the temple president yesterday if I could speak today, I decided to speak of this because I kept on playing the audio, and this very text was always resounding in my mind. That the devotees of the Lord are always released from all kinds of sins. The devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sin. And why is it that the devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sins? They are because they offer all their food as sacrifice to the Lord before they eat it. But those who are not devotees, because they don't offer their food for the pleasure of the Lord, yes, Yes, they do eat their food, but they eat only sin. So, in fact, this statement in the Srimad Bhagavatam is a very profound one, because the devotee of the Lord is released from all kinds of sins. You can decide to believe it or not to believe it, but the devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sins. Because everything they possess is first offered to the Lord as sacrifice. So now the point is, who is a devotee? Because the Gita is saying that devotees are released from all kinds of sins, then everybody wants to be released from all kinds of sins. But what is the qualification of you being able to release yourself from all sins? You must be a devotee. And then the question is, who is a devotee? So there are so many answers the acharyas give in all the various scriptures. Some part they said that anybody who chants only one Hare Krishna, you say Hare Krishna, you are a devotee. But to become more committed to devotional service, you should not just chant one Hare Krishna, but you should consistently chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And not just chant only the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, but you must also give credence to the devotees who worship God. And not just worshiping the devotees who worship God, but also knowing their position and the position of the Supreme Lord by offering all our unadulterated love or unalloyed love to the Lord. So, being a devotee, you first must chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra just once. And don't stop there. You must continue to chant more Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Chanting the Mahamantra will give you some faith for you to respect and adore the devotees of the Lord. So after adoring the devotees of the Lord, you don't end there. You must now pay attention to the Supreme Lord by dovetailing all your activities in His pleasure. Many a times, we enter into the temple room, we see devotees sitting down, we don't pay attention to the devotees, we go straight to the altar to pay obeisance. That is a neophyte life. That is Kanista life. You enter into the temple room, you see devotees sitting down, you pay obeisance to them. Not necessarily paying obeisance and not falling down, prostrate, but you must first dip down your hand, look at the devotees, and in your hand you must pay obeisance to them. It is possible for you to lie down first. You lie down. The devotees of the Lord, they are so merciful. So if you are able to attain the mercy of the devotees, it becomes very easy for you to attain the mercy of the Lord. There is no way we can be good devotees if we neglect devotees and focus on the Lord. The Lord will not pay attention. We must understand that this is science. See, devotional service is not any sectarian philosophy. It is a great science. And when we say science, science means truth. So, material science will tell you hydrogen plus molecule will give you water, H2O. So as soon as you mix hydrogen molecule with oxygen, it turns water. This is science. So Krishna consciousness is science. You cannot add ammonium to oxygen and expect water. That is not possible. Something else will be produced. So if you want to practice devotional service, you should understand its science. The first thing is that you must recognize who you are. That you are not this body. You are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. Then you must pay attention and respect. Accord all the necessary respect to devotees. Then from there, you even have the blessings of the devotees for you to approach the Lord. If not, it is not possible. You can chant all the Hallelujah Muhammad mantras. You can do all that you want to do. If you don't pay attention to devotees, Krishna will not accept your service. No, I'm being sincere with you. Chant 74 rounds, 64 rounds, 1 million rounds a day. If you neglect the devotees of the Lord will not pay attention to you. Because in the first place, the Lord does not need your service. The Lord does not need your service. The Lord only recognizes those who recognize His devotees. So if you think that you are so powerful a devotee to the point that you can neglect every other devotee and the Lord accepts you, I'm telling you, you are joking. You must first see to how you relate to devotees. If not, even your japa is not effective. You cannot treat devotees anyhow. You cannot talk to devotees anyhow. You cannot recite devotees anyhow, gossip about devotees anyhow, and expect that your japa become effective. No, it's not possible. Those who neglect devotees, those who consistently criticize devotees, criticize them, they are saying that they are so pure than other devotees. If you neglect devotees, you consistently and persistently criticize devotees, all that you are saying that you are a pure devotee. And for you to think that you are a pure devotee, this is not possible, and that's a fall down. So a devotee must first pay attention to devotees. In fact, our philosophy is so profound, but many times we don't take it very serious, and we think that we can do our own way and still achieve the desired result. It doesn't work like that. Devotional service is not activity of the senses, it is the activity of the heart. So if you really want to make any serious achievement in devotional service, you must always listen to your heart. In fact, I think today's lectures as the principles of freedom creates power. There are some principles as devotees we must follow. And when those principles are followed, it gives us Shakti power. Power here doesn't mean magical power or power of doing of mistakes. No. I'm talking about power as a devotee. That when you go out there and talk to people, whatever you say pierces into their heart and they want to listen to you. That is the power. The power that the lifestyle that you portray, some people want to follow that. That is the power you acquire if you follow the principles of freedom. It is very necessary for us to make spiritual advancement. Very, very necessary. But we cannot make any spiritual advancement if we are not paying attention to devotees. We have to. It's a must. Especially wasting our time thinking about things that doesn't matter in our lives. Wasting our time. You know, there are so much for us to do, so much. I've been saying this that in fact, the 24 hours a day for me is not enough for me. When I check my time, I really understand that 24 hours within a day to me is not enough. There are so many important things I want to do that I'm able to do within a day. So I don't have time to waste on unnecessary necessities in life. I don't. The time you waste gossiping about people, talking about people, that time you could have used it to do something very beneficial to yourself. Very, very, very beneficial to your own self. But many times, we don't really focus. And even if you want to focus on devotees, we only see probably their negative side, their bad side. So we end up creating offenses. Instead of us to pay attention to the good side of devotees so that we can make advancement. When we joined the movement newly, we saw everybody to be like an angel. We saw the body to be like so close to God. But after some time, we begin to listen to our own aspect of devotees anymore. We only see the little mistake devotee commits. And then we end up committing so much apparent. And that apparent will dim our devotional feelings and then passion. Then it gets to a point that we don't have any taste anymore. Because we focus on devotees negatively. So my dear devotees, I would like to say that we must first focus on devotees. That will help us to make spiritual advancement. But these are the principles that I consider to be principles of freedom that will help us to make spiritual advancement. In the BHAGAVAD GITA, we have 4 main principles. I have some few principles. I've added to these 4 principles, making about 7 principles, that if we can adhere to these principles, it gives us power and authority. The BHAGAVAD GITA gives us 4 main principles: no meat, no fish, no egg. That's one aspect. No gambling, no intoxication, no illicit sex. These are the main 4 principles of freedom that all devotees are encouraged to abide by them. So these many don't have problem with it. Those of us that have been here for a long time, we follow all those principles, and not only that, also chant the Mahamantra. But there are a few other principles that we must try to add to these 3, to these 4, so that we can really enjoy the devotional service. And one of them I say, do unto others what you expect others to do unto you. All of us, we love ourselves, we love our family, and we expect some good things to happen to us. We expect some beautiful things to befall us. So whatever you are expecting for yourself, your wife, your husband, and your children, you must expect the same thing for others. The second one, don't do unto others what you don't expect others to do unto you. Anything that you are not interested in for yourself, don't aspire that for anyone. And the third one, try as much as possible to showcase love to those who hate you. These 7 principles, I consider them to be the principles of freedom. The first 4, we all follow them because it is part of our rules and regulations. But in the remaining 3, it is something most of us don't pay attention to. If you don't pay attention to these 3, the first 4 will not even be very effective in your life. Because you cannot chant Mahamantra, be a vegetarian, no gambling, no illicit sex, no intoxication, and you are still wish evil for others. You cannot succeed. You cannot follow all these principles, turn you around, and still hate people that hate you. And it's not possible. So these are the principles of freedom. If you are able to abide by them in our life, we will be successful in devotional service. Especially the last one. Showcase maximum love for people that hate you. It is most difficult. It is very difficult knowing somebody hating you so much and you are forced to show the person love. You know, many times somebody say, Prabhuji, Matata, I love you. You will say, I love you too. I mean, it's a common thing, everybody does that, right? So it means that loving somebody who loves you is not news. Even the animals do the same. The camels do the same. Somebody loves you. Somebody send a message, I love you so much. The next thing you write, you will never write anything, you say, I love you more. I love you too. This is not news. But for you to be able to love somebody that you know very well hates you, that makes you a good person. It is not very easy, but it is very powerful. And I'm telling you, the best form of protection in this material world is to love those that hate you. If you are able to love people, those that hate you, it creates fortification around you. Nature will not permit anything negative to happen to you. For devotees, our protection is in the hands of the Lord. But when I'm out there, when I'm talking to those who follow me on social media, I tell them this, that if you are looking for protection, the best protection, the best kabacha, or the best amulet that you can think of is show love to even those that hate you. Me, I don't want to boast. I have so many shortcomings in my life. But trust me, I don't have any enemy. And I do that consciously, not because I don't feel pain. Those of you sitting here, I know that when you talk about me, say things, I still see you and I smile. I don't just smile sentimentally. But that's me. Love people that hate you. Other people come to you, oh, please, can you help me with this? My house rent. How much? 3,000, 2,000. You give to the person after 3-4 days, you go and hear you're talking so many things about it. He comes back tomorrow, Prabhu, can you help me? Yes, I can give. I do that consciously. Because if you want to succeed in life, love those that hate you. It is not very easy. It is very difficult. Especially if somebody go and say so many bad things about you to the point that at times you hear, say, how can this person say this? Then the following moment the person comes to you and be smiling and talking to you. I thought you want to slap the person, why do you do all this behind me? But trust me, if you're able to swallow your pride by saying that, okay, this is going on, to say no that, but I love this person because I want to love this person. Trust me, it makes it powerful. So this is a principle I expect that if all of us will be able to identify ourselves with, we will make peace with everybody around us. In my life, I don't have one single enemy. I don't have a problem with anybody. Even people that I think that I know very well, they don't like me, they hate me to the moon. There's a story, long time ago. There's a devotee that something happened and I think I beat the person and the devotee did not mind me. 2, 3, 4 times I beat her, she didn't mind me. And my heart cannot take that. Because I feel, how is it possible that a devotee, you don't talk to the devotee, and then when you meet the person, you can't say, Prabhu, Mother, Hare Krishna, or the person gives you and you don't respond. I cannot stand that. So, I went there and said, Mother, Hare Krishna. I said, Mother, Hare Krishna. She wouldn't mind. I said, Mother, I am saying Hare Krishna, you must respond. You must respond. This morning, you chanted Mahamanta. Have you forgotten that the first mantra said that you should not criticize the vote of blasphemy devotees? Hare Krishna. Then she started smiling and I said, Hare Krishna Prabhu. So after some time, I went back to someone and said, maybe if I did something wrong that I didn't know, you should forgive me. But I don't see why you will have in mind to the point that when I say Hare Krishna, you will not respond. Is it the same Hare Krishna you will chant on a beast? So if somebody tells you Hare Krishna, you don't respond, and after you go and take your beat, you're a useless person. So he said, when you be bad, I get angry at times. But I feel that even if I'm not ready to talk to somebody, it should not be a devotee of the Lord. It should not be. Go and read Ramayana. Go and read Ramayana. You will get to a point where the Ramachandra, Mother Sita was kidnapped by Ravana. Ravana had crossed the ocean to the middle of the ocean. Ravana is a very powerful demon. It is not easy to defeat him. You need battalions of soldiers to go and fight him. Lord Ramachandra wants to cross the ocean to go and meet Ravana. How many boats will you build to carry thousands of soldiers within a short possible time? Lord Ram have to sit down, meditate that the Varuna to come out. Varuna, you must open this ocean because I need to go. Varuna was not ready. Lord Ram got angry. He said, I will try you today. Today I will try you. Lord Ram invoked Brahmastra. He was about trying the whole ocean. Varuna came out. Said, my dear Lord, I didn't know that it was you. Forgive me. Said, please, I want to cross you. What do I do? Varuna told him, you should arrange some stones and put here. You should write your name on it. The stone with your name on it will not sink. So the monkeys, thousands of them, thousands and thousands, everybody was bringing some stones. Everybody wanted to offer some service. Hanuman would go and carry a whole mountain of stone and you'll be flying up there, bringing it. Then there will be some small, tiny ants. All that they could take was some small pebbles. So just imagine you want to do that bridge on the ocean. We need stones. And small ants like that, you don't get a small grain of stone. We will push you aside. We need some stones, not all this kind of sand. But the Lord said, no, allow them. That is the little service they are able to offer. Allow them to do that service. So what I'm saying here is that the little service we do, the Lord appreciates it. So all the bodies around you must give everybody respect. You cannot neglect any devotee and expect that you go and stand in front of the deities and you do your face as if that you are what? Krishna will not mind you. He will not. Now this is here with you at times. We don't become realistic in life. At times we are a little bit sentimental when it comes to devotional service. No. You must be realistic. You must be conscious. This morning, the pujari that took care of the deities. That's why the deities are looking so beautiful today. You go and see, pay attention to Radha. She is smiling so much. At times you go there and you see Radha is from. You don't pay attention. You check and see. When you go out there and do something that Krishna is not very happy with you, Krishna is always smiling because your deeds does not affect him. Rather than will tell you she doesn't like nonsense. I won't allow any nonsense to come to my Lord. So she gets angry at times she smiles. So Lord is smiling so beautiful today because somebody blessed them. Before you entered in the temple, you met the pujari outside there. Did you say Hare Krishna? You didn't. You went to the temple altar and they said, Dear Krishna. If not the pujari went there, you wouldn't have met the deities in this condition. Not only the pujari, the deities are wearing garland. Maybe a devotee who is not even recognized in this community have to be climbing trees to be picking flowers. So the garland you see, a maybe some devotee who is not even recognized. That person serving made the deity look so beautiful in this garland. You met that devotee out there, you didn't show him any respect. Because who is he? It's nobody. Let me go to the altar and say, Lord, you're looking so beautiful, but you've forgotten that the garland that the Lord is wearing was picked by that devotee. You did not show any respect. What I'm saying here is, we must try to implement these 7 principles, regulations in our life, and our life will be successful. No meat, no fish, no egg. That we have been doing. No gambling, no intoxication, no illicit sex. We are all trying our best to do it. But these 3, please, you must consciously do it. Even when you attend to think evil about people, to remember that what you are thinking for that person, you don't want it. Stop it. Wish others well, especially devotees. Make sure that you think positive of devotees. Think of others. That is why in this month, December, the whole world in ISKCON, we do December books. So many books we distribute every December because we love people, we care for them so much to the point that we know that if they have some proper books, it is going to benefit them. Living in the temple should go out every day and do Sankirtan. There are about 7 youths. Maharaj gave me their names. They are to go to South Africa to go and participate in the BBT conference in 2024, April. So I told Maharaj, I'm not ready to sponsor them if they don't do Sankirtan in December. All those 7 devotees, they must go out every day and go and do Sankirtan, then I will sponsor. If not, I won't. So those youths, this is what we want to do. We want to package them because our youth are very good when they come together. They are so good, so we want to package them. We will be sending them to places. Anywhere you see there's Rathayatra, we will send them there to go and display. So the first one, they will be going to, they went to Nigeria, 2 of them went to Nigeria, but the South Africa, 7 of them, we want to arrange and send them there. Those are indicator, those are very characters like that, harmonium, accordion, like a group of them. So we want to start that. Apart from that, all of us, we have to engage in distributing. I started my own the day before yesterday. Those of you on the platform, the platform, you see how many BHAGAVAD GITAs I gave? So I am going to compete with all of you. So what we want to do, the National Council have to bring some package out. Apart from the 7 youths, maybe the first 3 devotees, then there will be some kind of package, something we do for them. So please, the temple president, your line, you have to make arrangement that the devotees in the temple, especially, everybody must go out. Even the pujari, after putting the deity to rest, you can just move around here and see books and come back. Those days, Robert Jagavas, the time people were doing it, even the pujari goes out. Managara is the one. Pujari, who is always on the altar, they go out. As soon as the Lord, they put the Lord to sleep, they pack their books and go out. They go and come back and with the Lord. So this is the energy, this is the spirit. Most of these senior devotees are still hanging around. They are still around. Strong because of the same that they did when they do the movement. Some of us here, since we don't do movement, not even once a book, I will give it to somebody. Not even one book. You say, I can't distribute. Why not? You can distribute. You can. You can distribute a book. Just go out there. If you don't know how to distribute, you can use your money to buy the books. Go out there and give it out to people. It's a wonderful service. Those of you coming from outside, you can get some books, give to your friends. If you know you can't sell them. I went to India, I came Friday. So from my hotel to the airport, I slept at Santa Cruz Hotel. So from there, in the traffic, the hotel car was taking me. I have about 15 bags in the bag. And I have one taxi driver that anytime I'm in India, the one that takes me around. So I told him to come 2 o'clock. When he came, I was already in one of the cars. So I said, no, follow me, let's go. Because normally I give them tips. So on the way going, I saw 2 devotees in the traffic doing something. I was happy. So at that time, we were in the traffic, so the taxi driver came to tell me that if no one sits in this car, they want to have an empty car to enter into the airport. So I have to leave that car and come and sit in his taxi. So one devotee came from Holy Temple. So they're having big BHAGAVAD GITA, one of the small books, I think in relation to BHAGAVAD GITA. So I greeted him and Krishna Prabhu said, Hare Krishna. So he told my leg, he said, you are devotee? I said, yes, I'm a devotee from Ghana. He was so happy. I said, I'm a Sankirtan devotee also. So it's okay. And see, Prabhu, Sankirtan devotees are just intelligent and smart. I told him I'm a devotee, I'm not just a devotee, I'm a Sankirtan devotee, which means I have the books, I distribute them. I said, Prabhu, take these books. When you go to the airport, distribute it. So I took 4 books and I gave him 10,000 rupees. I gave to him. I was just happy. I just removed the money like that and I gave to him. So there were 2. I said, Prabhu, can we have your card? So I gave him my card and I took his number. It was a long traffic, so he was still following me and we were talking. How is Africa? How is the temple? What does it look like? So I was telling him all the beautiful things we are doing here. He gave me books even though he knew I'm a Sankirtan devotee. That is the spirit. You go out there, you want to go and give your proper books to people. You go and do that. He knows I'm a devotee and I give books to people. He was okay, after all, he's a Sankirtan devotee. I don't have to give you book. But they have been trained. Give the book to anybody you speak with. He gave me books, I think about 6 books or 8 books. I still have them in my bag and I gave that money. I know in a smaller book, each one day is 50 rupees. I gave him 10,000 rupees. I gave to him. I was just happy that they are doing a service. So this December, all of us in this room, we must go out there and distribute books. If you want to get a blessing of Shabbat, we must go out there and distribute. So those of us who are unable to go out to distribute, use your money, buy some book, keep it in your office. When you meet some colleagues, give to them. Shabbat books are like hand bomb. The person that took the book and gave you read it. But that book will do wonders one day. Somebody after maybe 5, 6, 7, 10 years will see that book and that book will be the change of a person's life. So please, my dear devotees, we must follow the principles of freedom. After the 4 that we know, these these three, you must consciously develop them. Consciously develop them. Let me give another example about how we must never ever allow ourselves to have issues with a devotee. Sometime ago, there's a devotee, I'm very close, like my God, but they were very close. So close. So some small misunderstanding is nothing serious. I'm really my fault. I was directed by the authorities to write a letter, and I had to write a letter. Because at that time I was the chairman of the school board, I had to put my signature there. So because of this devotee and me, I talked to him, he won't mind me. That why do you have to, the letter, you wrote the letter. I said, no, I didn't write it. I just have to apply my signature because I was director of the school. So no, you did ABC Prabhu for about 2 years, this devotee will not mind me. I didn't meet him in town, I meet him, he will not mind. For more than 2 years. By the time I see him, and I'm glad to see my little lights, he will not even mind me. But deep down my heart, I see this somebody that helped me so much in devotional service. I remember when we were going to the Hari now, this devotee has been a great source of inspiration to me. So that if whatever I was able to achieve in life, if I'm to give them to people, he's one of those people. So I said, what do I do? I have done everything, the devotee will not talk to me. So what do I do? And I'm not ready to create that kind of barrier. Because how do you go and talk to your spiritual master when you're not even talking to some of your own brothers? How is it possible? So I was just praying to Krishna, my dear Lord, I have done everything possible. And it is not working now. So create a situation so that situation will bring us together. This is a prayer that I have been reciting many times. So one day I think I was in India or somewhere, and I saw that it was called because I had this number. I saw the number, I picked. So I said, Prabhu, where are you? I said, Prabhu, I'm not in Jnana. So okay. I said, well, what is it? Said, I have some things to clear from the port and I need about some money. I think it's 20,000 or something. I forgot how much the money is. 5,000. Yes. He said 5,000. I said, I'm not in Ghana. But I said, you should go to Prabhu Sam. Go there. So I told Prabhu, go and give this money to this body for me. So Prabhu gave the money. So after he gave the money, so when I returned, now we started communicating. And now we are very good. And even though he told me he was looking for a loan, that was the thing. I didn't take the money. Because I felt that it was the situation Krishna created for us to connect back as God bodies. So I never asked him to pay the money. So what I'm trying to say is that if you are sitting down with a devotee and you have anybody in mind that you are not close to, because of A, B, C, D, you must quickly go back and solve the matter. All your Maha Mantra you chant, if you are not talking to a devotee, you have a devotee in mind, I'm telling you, Krishna does not listen. You waste your time by just blowing air. You just blow air. I'm telling you, a devotee, you don't talk to him, you don't talk to her, you're not in any good relationship because you think probably he committed some offense against you and you're unable to forgive, you don't talk to him, and you chant Maha Mantra, I'm telling you, you're just blowing air. Krishna will not listen. You might think that's a joke, but that's a fact. Maybe you are saying, okay, but after all, you're going to be able to just the divine body. Yes, Krishna pays so much attention to the divine body, maybe more than pure devotees. Yes? The divine devotees, Krishna pay more attention. Srila Prabhupada, according to those that met Srila Prabhupada, the same devotees that left, Srila Prabhupada will find out where is he, go and bring him. If you don't bring him, I'm not staying in this temple, I'm going out. So at times, the devotee probably they might not even have any serious importance, but with or without them, the temple can still go on. So we don't get no. The guru will never be happy when the devotee is not taken care of. That's why the National Council, with the help of the Accra Temple Council, we are coming out with this beautiful arrangement of the mentoring system. This mentorship system will change how ISKCON Ghana is managed. So, in fact, last Sunday, unfortunately, I was in Ayapur, I wasn't here, and the president was so busy in the kitchen, so they did not even announce it. In fact, the 1st December, is when we started this mentoring system. So if you are here, you must choose one devotee that you want to be under. We have 5 main groups. We have the Ministerial group, we have the Bima group, the Jnana group, we have the Sahajin group, and then we have the Regular group. You must go and belong to one of them. You can't be a devotee if you don't have your own group. So it means that at the end of the day, all of us must belong to one group. And the duty of the leader, the mentor, is to make sure that all the devotees in his group are being taken care of spiritually and then emotionally. You give guidance, you give suggestions, advice, you help them. Like I was saying 2 weeks ago, that our philosophy is a personalistic philosophy. When we say God is a person, we deal with God directly, like God is standing at the altar. We deal with Him. We are personalists. We don't see God as some spirit. Yes, God is spirit, but He's a person, so we deal with God on personal basis. Christians are very impersonalistic in nature because they know that God is spirit, God cannot be seen. But Christians, even though they have impersonalistic philosophy, they are very personal with their members. Those of you that have gone to church before, you know. If you don't go to church 2 Sundays, you'll be there, you'll come and visit you. Probably we have not been seeing you, our brother and sister, we have not been seeing you. They are very personal with our members. We are very personalistic when it comes to the Lord, but when it comes to how we live with people, we are very personal. Because spiritual life is an individual affair, so I want to think of my own problem. So this is what we want to change. We want to change the impersonal nature of how we relate with ourselves. So I'll mention the names of the groups and then the mentors of those groups. So from here, you should go there, there's a table in front. Just you check the names and see the groups where you want to belong. Because the mentors are supposed to meet twice in every month. They have to meet with their members and see how they are doing. And after some time, we will grade all the Sundays under all these groups. So for instance, maybe next week Sunday will be for the Ministerial group. So that group will handle all the activities in the temple on that Sunday. They will cook, they will share, they will give class, they will do almost everything on that Sunday. And they have to sponsor for the Sunday feast as well. And every Sunday you have to make sure that members under your group are participating in the programs. You have to be very personal with them. They have marital issues, you must talk to them and advise them. They have some issues, anything at all, you must be there to support them. So if you are here and you have not given your name, please, I'll mention all the names here with the groups. Right from here, you go out there and put your names there. Because already we have started the program, we want to see that at least everybody has been assigned to a group, and then we can start having our meetings. This is very, very important to us. So the first group is Yudhishthira group. So Yudhishthira group is led by His Grace Chaitanya Prema Prabhu. Chaitanya Prema Prabhu, he is our teacher. He taught me Bhakti Shastri. When it comes to philosophy, trust me, he is one of the very famous devotees. He is a very dedicated devotee. When I knew him, he was a brahmachari for many years. He is a Nigerian, but if I tell you what he did in the Jnana temple, you won't believe it. He's been around all these years and he's a very, very senior most devotees among us. So he is leading the Yudhishthira group. So if you want to be under the Yudhishthira group, who is led by His Grace Chaitanya Prema Prabhu, you go there and say, I want to belong to this group. So they will write your name and your number under it. Because he is going to create WhatsApp group for all his group members. So what we do is maybe he has one member who is living around him, is a domain, and he has his own house. So they can decide that this Saturday, all my group members, we are meeting in this devotee's house, and then we meet, we have some discussion, we do some smoking, and then we share prashadam. Maybe next week, we go to a different devotee's place. So we want to get everybody involved in this. So the Yudhishthira group is led by His Grace Chaitanya Prema Prabhu. So when you go out there, So don't remember who the devotee was sitting down there. Prabhu, can you raise your hand and see? So that, and in fact, ISKCON, the Mayako Institute in Ghana, Africa, West Africa, he is our teacher. He's the coordinator. So when it comes to philosophy, if you want to really know philosophy, he is one of the senior devotees who is able to direct the public. Not speculation. He knows what he's telling you. So those of you that want to be in the literary group, you can be there, and trust me, you will learn many things. He is the speaker. If you want to speak philosophy, he is so deep. When it comes to leading Kirtan, he's very good. Playing Renanga, he's almost everywhere. So if he's your leader, trust me, you will learn a whole lot of things in his group. So please don't forget, you go out there, you want to be under the literary group, you go and write your name. Then the next group is Bima Group. So Bima Group is led by Grace Hari Bansi Prabhu. Prabhu, can you raise your hand so people can see? So that's Hari Bansi Prabhu. He is the leader of the Bima Group. Hari Bansi Prabhu have known him for a very long time. Long time, and he has been a very, very committed member of this movement. He's somebody I respect so much. Because I know many of our governors who are Indian, but when they are in Ghana, they come because of their business. They don't have time for any other thing. It's only once in a while you see them temple. But Hari Bansi Prabhu will always come to temple every Sunday. And every Saturday he's organizing baptism in his house. Anytime any guru is in Ghana, you go to his house every Saturday. He's so consistent with it. And upon all the things he's able to do, he's so humble. Anytime he's talking to the Prabhu, to me, I'm not qualified. He's so qualified that he tell you how devoted he is. So those of you that want to be under the Bima group, that's Hari Bansi Prabhu, you go there and you put your numbers and name under that group, so that when the whole thing starts, it is going to be very beautiful and you learn many things. I think Prabhu is having a lot of advantage of many of us here when it comes to leading the group. Because apart from the fact that he is a Vaishnava devotee, he is an Indian body. And this philosophy is start from there. So they know all the details and all the nitty-gritties and something that we don't even know. They know by birth. I mean, that is their tradition. So those of us that will belong to his group, we will learn so much from Hari Bansi Prabhu. So Prabhu, thank you very much for allowing yourself to lead one of our groups. It gives us so much pleasure. And we will learn from you. Yeah. Then the next group is the Arjuna group is Grace Jnana. That's myself. I don't have so much qualification. I'm a talkative. So when you find yourself in my group, I will talk so much, and the little that I know, I will share with you. Okay? And then the fourth group is the Sahadev group. That is led by Grace Balagopal Prabhu. Bala Prabhu is outside. He's here. Prabhu, please come on, my name is going to see you. Balagopal Prabhu, in fact, I came to the society around the same time with him. We were many at that time. We were about 8 of us that were very consistent. I think about only 3 of us stayed. And trust me, he's a very, very dedicated person. Somebody who says that I want to do A, B, C, D, he will make sure he does it. He was sent to India to go and learn a lot of things. He was sent specifically to go and learn. He is so committed to the movement. And even though he's a mature person, but he relates so best with the youth in the community. So we expect that he will train all the youth. He is a very powerful Brahman who does jagya and all that. Not through speculation, he knows the art. He's been taught. So those of us around that we want to learn jagya and all those things, he will be the best person to lead you. So we encourage him, the devotees in the community, to be in his group. Because we want him to teach them about deity worship and jagya performance and all those things. These are things that we need people to perform. So we expect that if you want to join Sahadev group, that's Balagopal Prabhu, please you put your name on that. Then the Nakula group is led by His Grace Jnana Prabhu, our temple president. I think he gets it off. So Jnana Prabhu, many of you know him. He is a very expert preacher, a very expert devotee. Somebody who really movement so well that he dedicates his life fully that he wants the Prabhupada movement to be very beautiful. He's a great preacher. That's one beauty I like about him. He's a very dynamic leader. So Sridhar Prabhu leads the Nagula group, and he's the temple president, so he will under him. Some benefits there. Already he manages the temple, so he will under his group. I mean, you are very close to the president. It becomes easier for you to be able to relate to almost everybody in the temple. So please, these are the groups. The district group led by His Grace Jnana Prabhu, Bhiman group led by His Grace Haribamsi Prabhu, Arjuna group led by Ganesh Ashudas, Sahadev group led by His Grace Balagopal Prabhu, Nagula group led by His Grace Rochana Prabhu. So please, every devotee, if you have a brother, a sister, husband, wife who is not here, tell them they must belong to one of the groups. If you don't belong to any of these groups, it will be very, very difficult for the temple to even recognize you as a devotee. Because we want to be very personal with all our devotees. That's why this new system is being arranged. And it is not only in Ghana. The best model temple in the whole of the world is Chopati Temple. And Chopati Temple has become the best of all temples through the mentoring system. So we don't want to say we want to become like Chopati. It's not going to be very easy. Their standard is high, very high. But at least we can learn from their footsteps gradually by using this mentoring system. Because the whole point is that devotees at times we get so discouraged by the time we think no one cares. I'm not even going to temple and I'm not even hearing from anybody. Because see, we are very personal when it comes to how we deal with people. No one even knows that you are not even coming. But if you belong to a group, your group leader will know that, okay, this person has not been coming, and it will be very easy for us to encourage ourselves. So please, all of us here, I encourage that from here we must go and put our name under one of the groups, so that as soon as possible we can start the services. So in December, the mentors are supposed to meet their mentees twice in the month. On today is 10. So we should know our members at least by the close of this week. We want to know all our members so we can start making plans and arranging how to meet them. And then the whole arrangement. The mentors also have their own group where they will meet from time to time to discuss about their difficulties, their concerns, and how their groups can be managed properly. And like I said the other time, maybe you belong to my group and you think, okay, Jnana is too busy. It's not even getting time for me. When I meet them, they don't have time for me. It's too engaged. So I want to change my group to a different group. The system allows that. You just have to report, okay, I think that Jnana is too busy for my life. In the way it's too busy, it doesn't have time for me. So I want to change to say, in this other group, it's allowed. You can change to that group. So my dear devotees, this is a beautiful arrangement, and we expect that all of you will belong to one group. In fact, we are doing all this so that we can develop these qualities that I was talking about today. We have to be very personal with each other. That will help us to make a lot of advancement. So I want to thank you, and I'll end here and ask for questions. Hare Krishna. So please, if you have any questions, just Prabhu has raised his hand. So wait just a minute. The microphone will be there for you to go ahead and ask a question.
Thank you very much, Krishna Prabhu. Thank you once again for your wonderful class. I think the last visit of His Holiness Bhaktidinoda Damodara Maharaj, he mentioned that a devotee should be friendly, and if somebody become a stumbling block in your devotional service, or anybody who wants to progress in your spiritual life, it is better you cut that person off.
Okay.
Than always the person will add pains into your life.
Okay.
How
do you reconcile that? Okay, so Prabhu's question I think is very transparent one. Guru Maharaj was saying that if you find maybe a devotee is being a stumbling block for you, that your spiritual advancement is being disturbed by such a devotee, you must cut that devotee off. Because what my argument is, if, for instance, I have a very personal relationship with you, I come to your house to eat, you come to my house to eat, we move out together, we walk together, and we keep on insulting ourselves and fighting. Okay? You insult the devotee, that's an offense, and that offense becomes a stumbling block for your own, against your own advancement. So what do I do? That friend who will come into your house to eat daily, moving out with you, and I cut that off. But when I meet you, Krishna, how are you? I'm fine, I go my way. This is cutting somebody off when it comes to devotional sense. It is not like you cut a person off, you don't talk to the person, you don't engage him. Anything you see him passing here, you are angry. No. That is not what is meant to cut somebody off. It is said that so cutting a devotee off, this is what it means. If you have some kind of engagement with that devotee that troubles you all the time, for instance, maybe you have service in the kitchen, and the kitchen will go in first. You have been paired with the devotee. Anytime you find yourself in the kitchen, disagreement and misunderstanding that ends in quarrel all the time. You can get to the temple person, probably, I think this my pair is going to help. Many times we are there, we are unable to focus on our service. So can you pair me with a different group and then find somebody to join you very quick? This is cutting the person off. But it doesn't mean that if you meet this devotee or you are in the temple or you are engaged in something together, you will not talk to the person or you will not show love. And cutting off can be physical, but not mental. What I'm talking about here is more of mental than just being physical. That even the person so close by, you must think of the person well in your heart. Okay? You know what I'm trying to say? Even if the person is not here, the person is in Kumasi, the person offended you, you are not seeing this person to become a stumbling block, but deep down your mind, you are hating that person. That will go against your own spiritual advancement. So mentally, we must not have any issue with any devotee. So cutting somebody off doesn't mean the person becomes your enemy. No. That is not what my argument is. What it means is that the person is being part of a problem, that you are not making an advancement. You cutting off means that anything that somehow or the other probably he does that makes you not make the advancement, you try to put it aside. And we do that all the time. I mean, for instance, if I'm the temple president, and being a temple president, a lot of people have a chance to talk to me a way that I don't like. And I feel even though I'm supposed to make advancement, but because I'm the president and I have to deal with so many problems, it is not helping me. That is becoming a stumbling block. So I can go to the guru, go my right. I think that I don't want to be temple president anymore. I want to take a different service because being the president is not helping my spiritual advancement. So you cut that position off for somebody to occupy and then you can take a different service. Never ever think that cutting someone off with emotional service, the person should be an enemy. No. It shouldn't. Okay? So my right doesn't mean that somebody should become an enemy. No. You cut a person off. There are a lot of people we have cut off in our life. A lot of them. But they are not enemies. Understand what I mean? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jnana, for a very good class. It was about 3 or 4 years ago in December that I was here in Accra, and I went with my Sankirtan partner, Jnana, down to Accra, and we did post-distribution. We didn't go every day in the month of December, but the few days we went, we had very good results, and we were very inspired by the experiences we had with local people. So my wife, Bishop Aprila, is a very old devotee, about 43 years in the movement. She spent a lot of time distributing books in Europe, India, America. She traveled with Sankirtan people for 3 years, sleeping in a vehicle, bathing in a vehicle, eating in a vehicle. So she was very, very surrendered to Prabhupada's book distribution mission, and her surrender continues to this very day. So as I said, we're new here in Accra. We are looking for places to distribute books. We went to the Accra Mall the other day with Bhagavati, Marish Bhagavad, and 3 other devotees joined us. And before she was asked to stop distributing books by security, she managed to do about 20 books in a couple of hours. I did about 14, 15. So we saw the response from local Canadian people was very, very favorable. We didn't encounter any hostility, we didn't encounter any opposition. The worst thing we encountered was a lack of interest. But that's nothing, that's the post distributor's dream in America, because we're used to being spat upon, sworn at, insulted, and so many different things. So I'm saying, you know, we're here, we're dependent upon the association of other devotees to advise us as to where we can go, things to say, things not to say, cultural sensitivity, this kind of thing. So we need the association of you, so please feel free to approach any of us anytime. My wife is out here at the prasadam table. So we need your help, we need your assistance, we need your guidance, and together we can do something wonderful for Prabhupada. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So, Prabhu in the community with a wife, and they are wonderful devotees. Prabhu is a very old devotee. So, like Prabhu is saying, they are new, so they also need our association, they need our guidance, especially when they are going out there for Sankirtan. They don't even know the terrain very well because we are Africans. So, Prabhu, I am thinking that during this marathon period, we will make sure the temple president will make arrangement that temple bars will be ready. So the devotees who want to go on Sankirtan, maybe 10, 15 of them, the boss will drop the body somewhere. They move around, and when they are through with the Sankirtan, they come back and bring the car and come back to the temple. So that arrangement will be done, and it will help you to be able to relate to the people very well, knowing how other devotees will do their Sankirtan. Okay, so I think it's a beautiful thing Prabhu just said. He is a very great Sankirtan devotee. The wife is a great Sankirtan devotee. So they might not know the terrain, but it is a zeal within them. So during this period, the temple will make arrangement that all the devotees can move out in group. That will help us to distribute more. So thank you very much. And we are very grateful for the inspiration and the guidance. We are so grateful for Krishna. Yes, there is one hand over there.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Paramuti Prabhu.
Please, my issue is not a question, it's a suggestion.
Okay.
Saying that Prabhu mentioned that temple devotees is a must for them to go to Sankirtan during this period of December.
Sure.
Some of us who are in the house, we may find our way out of this. But the temple devotees, I would suggest that they should look at their appearance, their dress, or something like that also. Because these days, if you approach somebody and tell him, say this book or chant allegation will be happy, you look at you and say, you looking at you, are you happy?
Okay.
So you should also
Okay.
about that.
Yeah, so Prabhu's point is how we approach people. In fact, I remember when we were doing Sankirtan those days during marathon. Now our 1 hour competition, serious competition. You know, our group of devotees, we have been competitors for years. Myself, Akashina Prabhu, Karakishna, Bayala Prabhu, and we have some number of devotees. So we started the Harinam. Harinam we go in Doti. So we are in a group. So we did the Harinam, we dance. People come around, it becomes easier for you to distribute to them. There are people when they go out alone with Doti, they don't feel very comfortable to even approach people. If I want to go out there in Doti, you will meet some people who are okay with your attack. And just by wearing notice, they want to approach you for something. Okay? And there are people, when you are in Doti, they don't want to come close to you. So when you wear mufti, that is what they do to approach you. So all of us, especially those of us outside there, it is not mandated when you are going on Sankirtan, you have to wear Doti. You must dress in an attire that will make you comfortable. That's the first thing. You must be comfortable with the appearance. So you want to appear in Doti, with tilak, with neck beads, beautiful. Some people might not come close. You give them book, they will not take it. But somebody will see far away and you are dressed like the person. So if you feel comfortable going in Doti, that's the best. Because even your attire alone is a preaching that the Hare people are still around. But if you're not very comfortable going in Doti and you want to go in ordinary dress, that's okay. But you must appear nice, because our philosophy is the most powerful. When I go out and when I'm going on the radio or the TV, and you are going to meet these pastors, you know, they go there in a big way. They wear suit, and they have about 5 people following them. Somebody's holding their Bible, somebody's taking their bags, and they intimidate you. They come with the whole battalion, and me, small man like that, and every side person sitting somewhere. So when I see, I say, okay, this man I will teach him sex today. I remember one day I had a program on Adam TV. So I was to meet one pastor. His name is Apostle Amakwanta. He's a very famous man. Everybody knows him. So it was Pampas. So it was in the 9th program from I think 9 to 11 or so. So I was there quiet, sitting on some chair. Yeah, I'm not a fat man, small man. I was little hungry. So I saw this man entering. So he made Kofi Adoma and asked him who is going to, because we were told that it's going to be a dialogue. So Kofi Adoma told him that is the man sitting down. So I pretended as if I didn't see him. So it's like, so if I'm going to have a debate, is this man sitting down there? Because I'm alone, not wearing a suit with any big. I was just sitting down with my normal pajamas like that. So after this man, I will teach this man lesson that he will respect people just by seeing them, not because he sees somebody not with big cars and that you're not supposed to respect them. So on the show, when Mandela passed away, South Africa president, when he passed away, we were going to discuss something about Mandela and some few other things. At that time, there was some eclipse in Ghana. It was a very famous one. So they asked him about what does he know about eclipse. This man was just sitting down there, beating about the bush, saying all sort of things. I thought, okay, so when he got to my turn, I said I would take these people deep into the Vedas, deep ocean, where you can come out. So I started with the story of the churning of the ocean, the demons and the demigods, using Pasuki, using all the Matimeru. I brought all those big texts. How they came out with the nectar. The Mohini came in, then Rahu and Ketu. So when I started talking, the man started jotting. The man started making notes. So when he came on the second round, now he's telling me, so like the man said, So when we finished the program, I was just going, and I sent one of the boys to come and take my number for me. So what I'm telling you is, if you are a devotee, you are the most powerful person. A devotee meets a professor on the street, you can make him bow to you. Because on all the studies in the university, whatever we know in the proper books, he doesn't know what I. Somebody could be a lecturer, but as soon as you begin to speak his own philosophy, he will bow to you. So our philosophy is the most powerful. So me, when I'm out there, I raise my chest. No. This is what is our power. Whenever I go, I raise my chest. Because what I know, you don't know. You might be the most richest person, you might be the most famous person, there with a big car, whatever. But with this, I'm more powerful than you. So when you're going on Sagittarius, you should tell yourself this. That the kind of philosophy you have, no one single individual out there possesses it. You have something so precious, you want to go and offer it to people. Even though they don't know that they need this, but you love them, that's why you want to go and give them this. Some of them, out of ignorance, they will reject you. That is fine. But those who are a little bit blessed by nature, they will see what you possess and they want to approach you. Don't expect that inside the time everybody will be ready to take you. No. Not everybody is qualified. There are some people out there, they cannot come because they are not even qualified to even talk to a devotee in the first place. So those people who are qualified, Krishna will give them the mercy. Go, talk to him. So we all want to go out there to show mercy, and mercy in the form of giving short books to people. From now all the way to the end of December, let us do this service. Krishna will be very happy. When you are going out there, you must appear very nicely. When I'm going for a program, I want to appear nice. Because I represent myself, I represent the whole parampara. I represent the society. So I have to conduct myself very well. I have to appear nice, and I have to speak well. Because whatever you put out there, it is not only against you, but against you, against the movement, against the parampara. So the what you do there. So the Bible said, when you're going out there, we must appear very decent, appear very civilized. We should appear with decorum. Even when people disagree with us, we find ways of being to speak to them that they don't feel defeated. When you are on Saturday, when about 4 or 5 people are gathered, and one person is arguing with you, Don't focus on him. Focus on the people outside. You talk to him, but internally you are talking to the other people. You know this person is so arrogant that whatever I'm saying, you will not pay attention. But I want to speak to him internally by speaking to the people around. At the end of the day, he will not take book, but those standing there, they will take book. So we must be very civilized when we go out there when it comes to Sankirtan. And the Lord will be with us. So in the morning before we go out, we must first finish our rounds. And we must read the book. The book we want to go and give to people, you must know what is like the book. There are people that are so smart. I said they take the book, they begin to copy some pages. Say, hey, so what does it mean? After reading some 2 lines there. So if you have never read a book, now you'll be standing there and looking at it like that. So you must read the book you want to go and distribute. That's why Sankirtan devotees are very, very intelligent people. Because most of them read the books. And because they go out every day, they read books every day, it helps them to imbibe in them the philosophy of Krishna consciousness. So, Prabhu, thank you very much for that suggestion. And the body have head, I hope that we will do that. See, devotees are like abalutes. We don't care about our personal dressing and all that. Anyone can just wear dhoti and hang around. That's devotee. And devotee is not so much concerned about his material surroundings, especially when it comes to dressing. But if you are a preacher, even if you don't want to dress, you must dress because you are going out there to represent the movement. I don't like wearing suit and tie and this tie like a very big problem. But when I'm going for programs like this, I'm forced to wear tie, 3 sets, 3 pieces to look nice. So that people want, see, Kamis are just too, I don't want to use it in a bad way. They want to see how you look before they even approach you. I had a program this weekend in Kumasi. So, the transformation chairman in Kumasi, he was using a brand new car with no DD, no registered. So, he was in front of me and I was using one of my cars. So, we're all showing our hazard. So, as soon as they saw that he was not having any DD, they turned and started blowing this, they are saying, beep, beep, beep. The guy did not mind them. They were stopping him, They did not stop until when we go to where we have our new office. So before we got there, the kete and these people already gathered, so many people, they are beating the kete for me. So the police people say, who is this person that we are going to stop? So I noticed they had their car there, they were waiting. So they called one of the guys, they said, but why is the man driving without any lead? But who is that man in that car? Is he a very important person? They say, yes, a very important person. That's why I have to leave them. I was the one who was going to show him the location. So now they stop talking about he not having a DV. They want to see the person in the car. So they told me there's one lady, they have to come and dance this kitchen before I come because I'm the chief. So I was in the car for some time. The yesterday she came, she was just dancing and I was to go out. So when I went out, the police officers they came. I even took pictures with them. I posted the picture there. So about 5 police people. Now they came, so they want to take picture with me to go and shoot the people that have met somebody like that. Now they didn't talk about the DD anymore. So what I'm saying is that our appearance can even attract people. So when we're going out there for Sankirtan, if you have to wear dhoti, we must appear very nice. Iron our dhoti, iron our kurta. Maybe on our own, we don't care. Like my Guru Maharaj, he would never iron his dhoti. If you dare to go and take his dress and you want to go and iron for him, problem for you. He doesn't iron. Okay? Maybe you are like that. But when we are going out there to go and do Sankirtan, we want to appear in a way that people will feel comfortable calling us. So you are wearing dhoti, appear very nice. You are wearing common clothes, appear nice. Even you have to wear suit with ties and everything, look very, very, executive. That is fine. But make sure people take this book. Because this book is power. Anybody that takes your papa will trust me. You have done the best welfare activity that you can do to anybody. So please, all of you, we encourage you that from now to the end of the month, we will put a board there with names and how many books you have distributed, and the first 3, people, we will have some kind of prizes. The National Council will think about it, what kind of prize we will give to the first 3. The last time, the one we did now, we were to take 3 people to India. We were ready. One didn't have his passport. We took 2 of them to India. They were there for 3 months. We paid for their ticket. We paid for their living. We paid for their visa. Each person was giving some money. name in the Sankirtan. Apart from the prizes, you want to do this for your own soul. So Prabhupada will be pleased with you. If you go out there and give good within this period, Prabhupada will be pleased with you, and that will be to your own achievement. Hare Krishna. So I think today we have a long time for question and answers. I came very early because I wanted to have more questions. It is 3:13 and we're ending by 3:30. So we have many.
So, yeah, I remember. Thank you very much. It's not much about philosophy, it's about practicality.
Sure.
That's what you preach. So, my question is, as we're doing this marathon, it's more or less like preaching. And one way or the other, people will come here. So, I would like to urge all of us. So, I'm going to say, Bhakti is about the head and the heart.
Sure.
We are going out there to preach. And people come here, one way or the other, to see the source of this philosophy. And when they come, there are a lot of things that happen here.
So before you continue, I'm coming. In fact, that is something all of us are saying, that our philosophy is personalism, but how we relate to people is impersonalism. That is why we are starting the mentoring service. As soon as our membership service starts, any devotee that comes here will belong to a group and everybody will be taken care of. So that one we don't want to continue anymore. Let us start the mentoring service and I promise you everything will be taken care of. So you don't have to even continue your question because I know the direction. We will take care of those that will come here. Because if I'm the leader and I have about 20 people under me, I want to make sure that all of them are taken care of emotionally, spiritually. I will guide them so that their devotion service will be beautiful. Likewise, all the other groups. So we end up making a very beautiful environment. Now, it's not going to be, okay, my personal advancement, let me focus on myself. No. If you are the leader, all the people under you must experience what is Krishna consciousness. So don't worry. Okay. We will go there.
So going out there, one thing Kavichandra from the said is, you shouldn't go out there to convince people to become Krishna conscious. No. Already they have an idea about God already.
Sure.
So ours is to say what Prabhupada has said.
Sure.
So Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Yes. If you're a very good preacher, you don't go out there telling people to join us. I have never ever done that. But you are one of my brothers, right? Did I tell you to come and join Hare Krishna? No, I have never told anybody to join Hare Krishna. I will speak to your heart. You yourself want to decide. Are you not part? How many of you here? Raise your hand if you came here through me. Raise your hand. How many? See, I never told anybody to come here to become a devotee. We don't go out there to go and preach to convince people. No. Already they know God. But we want to tell them that God they know this is the best way to worship Him. So, if somebody is a Christian, he thinks he knows the Bible. But you go there to be able to prove many points in the Bible that you have not paid attention. He is very intelligent. He begins to think that, this guy might know something more about the Bible that I don't know. Let me go close to him. So we don't go out there to go and convince anybody, to convert anybody. We go out there to go and present the proper philosophy to them. After giving the books, we leave the work in the hands of the Prabhupada, but that is not our duty. Our duty is go out there, hand over books to people. You are done. So Prabhupada does the magic. Okay, so if you go out there, you want to go and challenge people, compete. Somebody said, meat eating is good. So meat eating is not good. And the whole day you debate and debate and debate, you end up not giving one single book. You wasted your energy, wasted your time. No. A Sankirtan devotee don't have time for argument. You go out there, your duty is, I have something very precious. So precious that money cannot buy. But this is only meant for those who are ready. So somebody is not ready, you don't waste your time. Those who are ready, go out there and give. So yes, we don't go out there thinking that we want to defeat anybody, we want to convert anybody. I've never done that. Even those are very close to me, you'll be false. Yesterday when we were coming in my car, I was serving people. So we were talking about something and they were asking about deity worship. So I said, if you want to have an altar in your house, you must be a vegetarian. And I was shocked. They all told me, we have started being vegetarian more than 6 months now. 7 of them. Yes. They said, we have started being vegetarians more than 6 months now. So can we do deity worship? I was shocked. I have science. You cannot force anybody. Speak. When you touch people's heart, they want to find out more. So Prabhupada is a very good point. You don't go out there trying to convert anybody. You can't. You cannot convert anybody. You can offer a book with a desire in your heart that you want this person to have more understanding about God. The person reads the book, he wants to know more, he will approach you. And we make sure anyone you give a book to, if there are no telephone numbers in the book, you must give your number to that person. Don't give book without contact. Some of the books I know we stamp in there with a telephone number and address and all that, but you as an individual, you give somebody a book, take the person's number, give your number back. After some time, you can call. I am so person, I gave you some book there. Do you like the book? Are you reading it? I have more books. From there, you can develop a relationship. So don't forget to give number and take number and then give address. It helps you. There are people, they are candidates of devotional service. So that little connection will bring them. So become friends with them, take their contact, give yours, so they can build friendship. Some of them might not become devotees, but they will be very favorable towards you. And anytime maybe you need some services, they want to help. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, one question from here, then I come to you.
Prabhu, during your submission, you spoke about the counselors. You spoke about the taking care of our spiritual aspect and then our emotional aspect. So I want to ask about the material aspect as well.
Sure. So material aspect, yes. If you're a mentor, you give assistance to people's material life also. It doesn't mean that you have to say all my mentees come and take 20,000 Ghana cedis. And it's not like that. We are in a group. Maybe one of your mentees is having some kind of financial difficulty. He might not have connection with all the other group members, but you as a mentor, you have connection with them. And somebody in your group also has some business. So you can link this person to this person. The Prabhu, I think, devotee, you have this qualification. Can he render some service in your friend? Oh yes, why not? Bring him. So yes, we will deal with the material needs of our members as well. Not necessarily giving them money, but we have some connections. We can link them. Maybe you're looking for immigration and most immigration officer that I can trust. Okay, let me talk to him. I have a friend who wants to be an immigration officer. Can you help? Or why not bring him? Okay, recently when I was in India, I received a call from some new secondary school in my area. And the director said, what you are doing in your town is so amazing. I want to give you 10 slots of teachers. So if you have 10 teachers who can teach in secondary school, I'm giving you 10 slots. Bring them, I will take them. You understand? So yes, I might not be able to have any school to employ any of my group members. But somebody wants to employ them, so I will link you like a person. So I posted on the platform, do you have any graduates, those that have masters that can teach? More than 50 people, I was surprised. In that time, I didn't know we had many of them. So I said, okay, take this number, contact the person that I came from Jnana that you are a teacher. So yes, we will take care of the material needs of all our members. It might not be directly taking money from your pocket, but you can have some connections and ways and means of doing it. So it is part. Because without material needs, it is very difficult for us to even worship Krishna. Coming here, you have to sit in a vehicle. You need to pay. So if things are not going nowhere, as a leader, is there any advice or suggestions you can do? We go ahead and support. Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. About the marathon.
Yes.
I think last year, National Council of the BET came out with prices.
Yes.
Like small groups supposed to be giving out this from BET,
Yes.
supposed to. That arrangement has been made.
Yes, Prabhu, today we will make an arrangement. We have the old prices. So those that we want to maintain and those probably want to increase or decrease, we will do that today. So before tomorrow, the prices will be there for the devotees to go in. And all of you here, if you want to take book, somebody will be in charge in the Govinda shop. You go there, you write your name, you take the books. If you have the money to pay for the books, the books are very cheap. We are actually giving them for donation. So you take the books, you can pay for them, and then you can go and distribute. Or you put your name down, the devotee know you, your number is there, your details are there. You go out there next week Sunday when you are coming, you come and pay, and then you take another one. So the price will be there today. So the temple, you have to make arrangement with the pricing. From here, I know some of the devotees will come there to take books because they have to go and distribute. But from tomorrow, the temple devotees will make arrangement with the temple one, will buy fuel in there. We all sit in, we go and pack one way, maybe 2 hours, 3 hours. We try and do everything around. And then after, the boss will bring us back to the temple. Hare Krishna. Okay, we're done with the question and answers. We're still waiting for the altar to be opened before we can do the arati. Yes, Prabhu, want to ask a question?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Please, I want to speak my. I will look at.
You want to speak?
Translate everybody. Prabhu, I'm sorry, say I want to any idea. Now, I'm in the in case of Yanya, you quite Makra, Yamodi, about 17 years. Yamodi is Castle and people are far away. I know that I'm a position and it's a very new.
Okay, so Prabhu want to find out that the early amount guys, the ones who are very old, 70, 80 years, probably they are living far away from the temple. Are they also allowed to join? Yes. Any devotee at all, even if you are unable to walk, you have to join. All of us must be able to identify with the group. So you are staying far away. Your group leader can visit in your house. Maybe no one knows your house. But your group leader says, okay, today you want to go and visit our member. They will come to your house and see you. So that is beautiful thing. Okay, because all of us, one day we will grow old, we will not be able to even participate in programs like this. And we will expect that people visit us in our house. So Prabhu, yes, every devotee is a must. If you don't belong to any group, you have a funeral, they will not go and follow you. The Prabhu, I mean what I'm saying. Okay? If you are here and you don't belong to any group and you have any concern and you want the devotees to come over, we will not come. We are doing this to help you, to help the movement. So we want everybody to come on board. This is a beautiful arrangement that within 6 months, all of us will attest to the kind of change we have in this environment. So everybody must join. And don't forget that we have our registration. Those that are registered, we have done your ID card for you. The new ones, we will do the ID cards later. So if already you are a registered member of ISKCON and you don't have your ID card, you must go and see the secretary and take your ID card. And after the registration, we have books for dues. So depending on how much you're able to give, as you're here, we don't pay tithe. We don't pay tithe here. But every Sunday when you come to eat, you go to the church, you go and pay your tithe, you pay everything. Nobody feed you, but here every Sunday we all eat. And not only on Sunday, every day, morning and evening. So when you are being registered, you also select one of the dues book depending on your strength. That okay, maybe every month I can give say 50 Ghana cedis, 10 Ghana cedis, whatever amount you are going to offer, then they will record that in the book. It's very important. Okay? So if you are registered, don't forget to have your dues book so that any amount you promise of giving every month, you can give that to them. It is very important because we want it to be very streamlined properly. If you are a member here, you should have registration done, and then you will choose a group, then you should have your dues book for your own group. Hare Krishna. Yes, I Prabhu want to say something.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. I just wanted to ask if all the devotees here, they know the benefits of joining the counseling system. I don't know, I was not around.
Okay, yes.
So do they know about the importance
and the benefits
of joining the system?
Prabhu, thank you for reminding me. The last time when you spoke on this, I said it. If you are a new member and you want to take initiation, if you don't belong to any mentor group, you cannot have initiation. We would never recommend you for initiation. If you have first initiation and you're looking for second initiation and you don't have a group, forget it. You must belong to a group so that you can have initiation. If there's any program going on, any position at all, you cannot be accepted or appointed to occupy any position if you don't belong to a group. So, Prabhu, these are some few things that the police needs to know.
So then those who are going out for the Sankirtan also, the authorities should find out whether they are part of some group before they go.
Yes.
And then in the assembly also here, we can find out how many of them have registered under any group. If they are not, then they should.
Okay.
Because is there any deadline for the registration?
Okay, the arrangement was that we have to start from the 1st of December. But unfortunately, last week, we should have completed, but you were not here, you were in India, I was also in India. The president was busy throughout. So today, Sunday, will be the last day. So any number of devotees have joined already. Hey, so these are the, do you have another one? These are how many groups? Oh wow. Probably we have a lot of people. This is beautiful. Wow. Okay, so we have this one, this is 2, this is 3. But which group is okay? All group have somebody. Okay, so Babu, we have people here. Like you see, here, and then here. So if you are here and you have not registered yet, today is the last day. You must register, but from next week going, every Sunday we will announce. So those who come newly, they will have to go and join one group. But at least from today we can start our group. So maybe the leaders, after the program, we can meet and have access to this information. They have their telephone numbers and their names here. So we can start from today. And every Sunday we'll make an announcement. Those who are new people must go and then join the group. Now, the Sienna, we have a lot of people, Prabhu. A lot of people. So this beautiful, we are grateful for this beautiful service. So Prabhu, after the meeting, we will meet and then we will share the numbers so that we can start taking our members, their numbers, their names, create the groups. Let us start, the interaction right from today.
But the only thing I wanted to say is the system is for, as you said already, is for our own spiritual development. That is the first thing. Secondly, all these mentors are not some superior beings on them, but they are the servants of their group, actually. So we should understand that, all of us, because some of our, like in my case, some of the devotees are here, they are here in the movement more than my life in ISKCON.
Yes.
So, I am the humble servant for all of them, all my group. That is what I wanted.
Okay, so like what Prabhu is saying, that the leaders, the mentors, they are also devotees, and they just be there to guide us. And we should remember that this system is for our own spiritual advancement. It will help us, the individual devotee here, to relate well, to be able to coordinate properly. So it is for our own spiritual advancement. But as a matter of leadership, that's why we want to make sure that these things are, implemented. So all of us should count ourselves that, okay, this mentoring system will help me to make more advancement in devotional service. It will help my life. So I want to put in all my effort to make sure it works. And the leaders also want to make sure that this system becomes a success. At the end of the day, we'll all be very happy. So for instance, when we start having every Sunday, it's labeled under a group. So maybe this group is by Harivansa Prabhu and the group members. They will do everything in the temple. It's going to be very beautiful. And if they have to be chanted in there, they will lead the arati and all that. It is going to be beautiful. So maybe at the end of the year, we can all have maybe some beach program. And all the individual groups, we can even decide to have t-shirt for all this group with the name of the group and above the t-shirt, Sahadim group, Nakura group. We all go into the beach. We can go and play football, we can go and sing. It's a beautiful thing. We can decide, okay, let us bring all our people, we are going to Minibar. We want to go and stay there within the weekend and have a program come there, and then they get we go there with different t-shirts. See, this is a beautiful thing, and the way I am seeing this, with our own support, trust me, it is going to be a very wonderful system that will help our yatra. So we are happy people are already joining. So if you are here and you have not registered, go out there, go and put your name on that, because today the name will be given to the leaders. We create our WhatsApp group. We will start mentoring our members from today. Thank you very much for that. So we're still waiting for the altar to go. Any last question? Okay, Harivam Si Prabhu again. Okay, Prabhu, finish, and then after we go to Harivam Si Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you very much. Concerning the mentorship group, I have a call from a few brothers who have problem choosing a group. Yeah. One of them told me, indirectly, you are trying to tell them that these 5 Pandavas, you are trying to tell Draupadi that you should choose one of them. And then, as a husband, the rest is no more going to serve them. And I said, as for that one, I cannot answer. As you are here,
no, the whole point is, we were just looking for some name.
Okay.
When we met, we were looking for name.
Yeah, their problem is choosing.
You must.
They have 1 or 2 or 3 of them.
You can have 4 devotees and you're very close friends, but you must choose only one. Okay? This is not some competition or we are not going to look for visa to go to US or something. You must just belong to a group. Like when you are going to school, we have houses. All of us are going to secondary school now. We belong to one house. So that house that probably your main teacher is in house 4. And you in house doesn't mean that you should not choose. All of us must choose our house. We are just using the name that we are using their houses. Like house 1, house 2, house 4. So you must belong to one. So for instance, maybe you see this devotee as your mentor all this while before today. You can say, okay, already this person is mentoring me, I want to be on the line. For instance, maybe many people came here because of me. It doesn't mean you have to be on the group. No. If everybody that came here through me want to be on the line, would I be able to manage all of you? No, it's not possible. Okay? So you must find somebody and belong to. You must. Myself, I was telling them that we gave a deadline that when I get to 20, I can't take any more. Other people have to choose. So, no, you have to choose somebody. You don't have to say, okay, maybe Prabhu Suruchana is a very good friend. Before this mentoring program, I'm so close to him. But I want to choose to tell Prabhu, but hey, if I don't choose Suruchana Prabhu, what is he going to say? No. We all want to help. And don't forget that even though we have different groups, the leaders are leaders of all the groups. Because we meet up there and we have discussion. And that discussion is what is, sent down there to the members. So it's not like some competitive something, no. It's not like that. So everybody must choose one. Okay, so even if you are my daughter and you think, okay, I want Prabhu Sulochana because I think that I'm too close to my father. So if I'm like him, I'm not going to be able to take him serious, so I want to choose somebody else. It's okay. But Siddhartha Saraswati Maharaj was a son of Guru. But he was not the disciple of his father. The father told him, you must go and learn from one Guru. So you must choose somebody. So don't have any difficulty choosing. So if you think, okay, I want to choose maybe Harivam Si Prabhu or I want to choose Rajana Prabhu, I don't know. Then think about it because today is the last day, right? From you have to go and choose one.
My personal opinion is, look like from a glance, I watched and I saw that there's a little, in terms of equilibrium. You see that one other group or member, there are a lot of members, others. So there should be something like a cutoff.
Yes, we said it. 20. 20 is the cutoff. When somebody gets 20, you can't take any numbers again. Okay? And that's why we should understand. Like myself, you should expect because many of the people came here, some came through me, so the people don't want to be in Jnana's group. And some people are master class members. Prabhu Suruchana has been training them all these years. So naturally, I want to be on the group. That's okay. So some of us might have a lot of people. But it doesn't mean that we all have the same number. But say if I get to 20, or we get to 20, then anybody that wants to join at these two groups are full. You must choose from their three. You understand? So at the end of the day, everybody will have enough members in their group. After 20, we are not going unless all of us have 20, and there's still more people, then we allow others to shift to other groups. As it is now, 20 is a peak, is a limit. So when say Professor Jnana get to 20, nobody can join him again. So if I have 15, he has 20, and somebody wants to join, you have to look for the other 4 and choose. So the limitation is 20 for now. But as time goes on, when the numbers are coming, we can still increase the limitation. Hare Krishna. I don't want to Prabhu, you are the last person that will do the answer.
Hare Krishna. Prabhu, back to our today's verse. It talks about the Jnana or the sacrifice. So I want to know from you, most of us here, we are grasthas. So what could be the sacrifice for us in this perspective?
Okay. So in this very perspective, Krishna was talking about the fact that devotees don't eat food without offering that in sacrifice. So the sacrifice here is not going to kill some blood or kill some animal. Offering it to God. So a grihastha, a married person, how do you fit into this? All your food prepared in your house must first be offered to Krishna before it is eaten. And not only food. Any new thing you get, you have, you possess, you must first offer it to God. So you buy a new car, you bring it to the temple, so that you do a puja, you offer it to God. When you buy a new dress, you offer it to Krishna before you wear it. You buy any new thing, you must first offer it to God. The point is, even your own life does not belong to you, it belongs to God. This is your body that you wear, that makes you great or whatever. This body belongs to God. So if this is for God, then all the extension of this belongs to God. So Prabhu, every husband must offer everything, including your wife, your husband, your children, all must be offered to God. So God must be in the center of your activity as a grihastha. So everything you do in the house must be dovetailed towards pleasing Krishna. But most importantly, in regards to this chapter, all the food we eat in our houses as devotees must first be offered as sacrifice to God. Hare Krishna. So, Pujari, are you ready? Okay, Pujari is not ready. Maybe we take one last question before Pujari closes the convention. So please, we are repeating again, if you have not written down your name, you have not chosen any group yet, just after the program, go out there, write your name, your number, find a group. You must decide and choose one, because today is the deadline. We are starting the program from today. So what we'll do is that we will share the numbers and the names with the leaders so they can create their own WhatsApp group today and start making arrangements for their members. Thank you very much for coming. And I'm very sure that this book distribution in December, you will participate in it. Don't think that somebody is going to do it. You must also find yourself distributing books within the period. Jashna Prabhupada, the King. Gora Mansabita, King. Gora Pramanande.